everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Broncos are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Pats team that will need to avoid those turnovers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but you can see it in their body language. This is not a team that is organized and been ready to play.
On the other... The offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. To throw, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Going underneath to Blunt. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They do go for it. It's Brady. It's caught. Jones. 22 yards on the pickup there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wide open, Gronkowski. 23 yards on the play.
All right. right. I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And now a first down following that long gain. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaunton, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Brady now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Blunt turned away on 4th and goal, and the Bronco defense comes up. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And there you offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. And now out come the Patriots. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
You know, some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium. They know how to connect.
In ways that sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes, they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd and 5. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Jones has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Brady, and this is caught at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Martavis Bryant, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now.
Offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, we know he's had a lot of good games in this league. He had another good one last week, but here, he's just off, isn't he?
And that's hard to believe because we're so used to him being so good. But guess what? Even the best players are allowed to have some bad moments and stretches along the way. Normally.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Patriots. 39 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Martavis Bryant with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Patriots. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Patriots. 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, New England.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they listen.
And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it...
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They slot Gronkowski outright. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. So the Patriots coming out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady would do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Brady now to throw. Screen pass to Blunt. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. And he's over the line and into... All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. Brady going to throw here. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say...
They said I ain't gon' make it, this I ain't good enough. They said I couldn't spit, man, they show me no love. They claim that I ain't shit, they portray me as scrub. Words is harmless, critics,